Okay, real talk for a second. Did you know that the organization you're probably dreaming of joining right now, the one you're literally poring over textbooks and practice papers for, is actually the 9th largest employer on the entire planet? Yeah, it's absolutely massive. We're talking about a monumental workforce here, and today we are breaking down exactly how you can become a part of it.
Welcome to The Explainer. Look, if you're a focused learner aiming for a career in one of the most dynamic, fast-paced organizations in the world, you have hit the absolute jackpot today. We're going to trace the whole journey, from those grueling exams you're studying for, to the buzzing offices and vast railway tracks where you'll be working, all the way up to the absolute top of the leadership ladder. So, let's dive right into this epic journey.
All right, here's our game plan for today. First, the mega railway empire. Second, cracking the exams. Third, dynamic job profiles. Fourth, salaries and perks. And finally, number 5, the meritocratic pinnacle.
Okay, jumping into Section 1, the Mega Railway Empire.
I want you to picture the endless, sprawling tracks connecting literally every single corner of India. Think about the massive roaring trains and the incredibly busy offices that keep the whole shebang running flawlessly. Well, as of March 2024, the regular workforce keeping this beast moving stands at a jaw-dropping 1.25 million dedicated employees. So, when you apply for these roles, you aren't just applying for some standard 9-to-5 job, right? You are fighting to join a mega empire that is the absolute backbone of the nation's economy.
To really put that into perspective, Indian Railways stands shoulder to shoulder with absolute global giants. Coming in at 9th globally, it competes in sheer scale with massive national defense agencies like the U.S. Department of Defense or even mega retailers like Walmart and Amazon. It's literally the largest employer in India under a single management. It's just wild to think about.
Moving on to Section 2, cracking the railway exams.
Now, for those of you currently hunched over your desks, surrounded by a mountain of books, listen up. The talent acquisition here is basically split into 2 major battlegrounds. On one side, you have the elite Group A managerial route, and that's recruited through the highly prestigious UPSC, specifically the new IRMS exams. But then, on the other side, we have the massive Group C pathways. These are the technical and non-technical roles recruited through the Railway Recruitment Boards, or the RRBs. So, if you're studying right now for the RRB, NTPC, or the Junior Engineer exams, here is your roadmap to victory. First up, you face CBTI. Think of this massive computer-based test as your screening round. Survive that, and you level up to the specialized CBT2. Then, depending on your post, say if you're aiming for station master or clerk, you'll have to absolutely crush a typing or computer-based aptitude test. Finally, you clear document verification and medicals. I mean, it is a grueling, multi-stage trial for sure, but the reward at the end is immense.
But hey, what if you're aiming for those elite Group A management roles? Then you're taking the unified IMS path through UPSC. You conquer the prelims, you master the really rigorous written mains, and then you're attending the interview. And this isn't just any interview, it's a high-stakes 200-mark personality test. The board isn't just checking if you memorized a textbook. No, they are rigorously evaluating your leadership, your ethics, and how you solve complex problems under intense pressure.
All right, let's hit Section 3, dynamic railway job profiles.
So once you actually crack those exams, what are you doing out there on the tracks and in the control offices? Well, the roles are incredibly fast-paced. You've got station masters, coordinating complex train schedules, goods train managers, overseeing massive freight movements, junior engineers maintaining cutting-edge technology, and track maintainers out there ensuring the absolute safety of the ground infrastructure. The really crucial takeaway here is that no matter which role you land, there's a critical nation-building mission behind your job.
And if you map out where the jobs actually are, the sheer volume of opportunities lies in Group C. A whopping 98.6% of the workforce belongs to this group. These are the technical and non-technical staff recruited through the RRBs we talked about. They are the undeniable, everyday backbone keeping those trains moving day and night, while the Group A and B officers make up the highly specialized 1.4% who are basically steering the ship.
On to Section 4, salaries, allowances, and perks.
Let's turn up the energy a bit here because this is the incredible reward waiting for you after all those late-night study sessions. At Level 1, as a track maintainer, you're starting out at a basic pay of 18,000 rupees. Climb up to Level 6 as a station master or a loco pilot, and your basic jumps to 35,400 rupees. But wait, actually, scratch that. That's just the basic pay. You also have to factor in the massive dearness allowance, which currently sits at a staggering 60% of your basic pay.
And the perks? Absolutely epic. We are talking highly subsidized residential quarters, comprehensive healthcare for you and your whole family, and if you're running staff like a local pilot or train manager, you get the famous kilometerage allowance. Listen to this. Local pilots can earn over 530 rupees for every 100 kilometers they drive. So yeah, it's a highly secure, incredibly well-rewarded life.
And finally, Section 5, the meritocratic pinnacle. Now, if you are highly ambitious, this is how you reach the absolute highest echelons. You see, everything changed in 2025. The government released the new Selection to Senior Posts rules. And guys, this is a revolutionary framework. The old days of just sitting around waiting for your seniority to kick in, totally over. For the top tier, Level 16 and Level 17 positions, the system completely tore down departmental silos. Now it focuses purely on merit, your actual competence, and flawless integrity.
This new evaluation process is intense, like a microscope. It isn't just about your standard annual performance appraisal reports anymore. Nope, they bring in an expert panel to review your files, and they gather 360-degree anonymous feedback from at least 7 different stakeholders. So it demands true excellence and deep peer respect. They've completely eliminated inter-service rivalries, what they call departmentalism. Basically, only the best of the absolute best, with a strict zero-tolerance policy on integrity lapses, will ever lead.
So, charting the journey for an elite Group A officer, you'd start down at Level 10 as an assistant manager. Through relentless hard work and merit, you climb the ranks to Level 14 as a chief manager. And then, if you truly prove yourself under those rigorous new 2025 rules, you can ascend all the way to the apex scale at Level 17.
And there it is, the ultimate summit, Chairman and CEO of the Railway Board. At Level 17, the basic pay hits a massive 225,000 rupees. I mean, that is an awe-inspiring milestone. For all you ambitious engineering grads and UPSC aspirants watching this is the peak you're aiming for. This is exactly what all those sacrifices are building toward.
Think about it. Over 1.25 million employees working in offices, on trains, and on tracks keep this great nation moving forward every single day. The opportunities are massive, the rewards are incredible, and the new rules mean that true merit will finally rise to the top. So the only question left is, are you ready to crack your exam and lead the charge? Grab those study materials, stay totally focused, and go conquer your future.